Hello YouTube. I am here to talk about a few collections that I have that are horror movies that are considered as all collections and sequels. For example, this one. That's the Leprechaun. Lost Boys. Creepshow 2 and Creepshow 1. And then I don't really consider these as horror, but if you have kids, want to watch something kind of spooky, I guess, for kids, Gremlins and Gremlins 2, if I can get that. There we go. So, well, that's the Gremlins. And then the next ones that we have. Ooh, let's see what you got. There we go. I messed this up. There we go. Okay, let's put that back in there. Next ones we have here is See No Evil, See No Evil 2, the Dracula Wes Craven, or that's the Dracula Wes Craven collection. Then they got the movie They down there at the bottom. Hopefully you can see it. And then here's the From Dusk Till Dawn collection, which I personally think those are really good collections. Okay, there's no collections in that section. There is none in this section. Then here we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 40th Edition, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Texas Chainsaw Massacre the Remake, Texas Chainsaw, the beginning. That's also, a sequel to the original or the remake. And then yet another remake of Texas Chainsaw called, actually it's just called Texas Chainsaw. And it's actually pretty good. I'm going to put these right here for a second because the next collection that I got to get out. There you go. My Halloween collection. It's in the nice, there we go. And then it has all the Halloweens, including the Rob Zombie. And what's really cool, I'll just pull one out to show you, is that if I, there we go. They're all in black Blu-ray cases. So that's kind of cool. But let's put that back in there. Okay. Let's start out with a few at a time so I don't have to keep coming back. There's Children of the Corn. Then there's another collection of the Children of the Corn 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hatchet 1. Hatchet 2, and of course Hatchet 3. Those are awesome. They're up-to-date movies, but if you're a big fan of the slasher horror things like Friday the 13th, I recommend them. Here's Rest Stop 1 and Rest Stop 2. I recommend both those. Those are awesome. Okay, let's put these back. Okay, the next, oops, let's put them right there. I'll do these. House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects. Those are sequels. Now this is not a sequel, but Rob Zombie film, Lords of Salem, which I wasn't really impressed by that one too much. There's the X-Files. Both movies, not the series. There's Mimic, all the Mimic movies. Just another Mimic Monday, I guess. Haha. And then here's Hollow Man 1 and 2. Those are good. The Kevin Bacon Hollow Man is really good. The sequel is pretty good too. So if you get a chance to check out the Hollow Man collection, I recommend it. Let's see here. Well, it's going to be close. Okay, just don't fall. Here's a collection of Wrong Turn 1, 2, and 3. There's 4, 5, and oops, and there we go. There, that's for your viewing pleasure. Okay. Then we have, might as well say, the complete collection of Saws. 1, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, and it was kind of funny because it was an annual October release thing, was the Saw movies. So, we'll put the Saws back. And the Wrong Turns. Now these movies I'm about ready to show actually get better as they go along, in my opinion. Final Destination. And Final Destination 2, which, you know, the first one was about the plane crash. The second one was about the big highway crash, you know, wreck. Third one is really good, but I do not recommend watching if you're going to go to amusement park the next day, because that's about a roller coaster. Fourth one is basically like stock car, where a major occurrence happens at a stock car race, like NASCAR or whatever. And then the fifth one is actually a prequel, but it pertains to a, I think it's, yeah, like a drawbridge that collapses. So there's, as they each go along, they get better, in my opinion. They have some pretty cool looking death scenes in them. Here's a collection that I think is really good. Paranormal Activity. Now I've only got the first 4 because the 5th one blows. Paranormal Activity 2, Paranormal Activity 3, and the 4th. Which those are good, but like I said, the 5th one, no. This is the Grindhouse collection, which has Death Proof and Planet Terror. I had to think for a second. Those are actually really good. I love Grindhouse films, you know, the way they have that old gritty look to them. So that's one thing that really impresses me about you know, the Grindhouse collection. Okay, here we have Hostel, Jiminy, 1 and 2, and then here we have Insidious. That's where I was coming up with, and then Insidious 2. Tremors Attack Pack. It's not really what you want to call scary, but if you have kids and you want to watch movies with the kids for Halloween, you know, something monsters or whatever, Tremors I'd recommend. I let my daughter watch them. Now she's a Tremor fanatic. So, and then there is the Prophecy collection, which has all the Prophecy with Christopher Walken. I do believe that was his name. Here we have the very first Cabin Fever, which don't shave your legs after watching it. And it's really good, but what they're going to do with Cabin Fever is they're going to remake it, and they're going to use the same script, but just different people. Stupid. Didn't work with Psycho. It's not going to work with that. There's Cabin Fever, the third one, which is a prequel. And you're probably thinking, well, what happened to the second one? Well, the second one's not available on Blu-ray. And so I haven't been able to get my little mitts on that one yet. It's not available, and I'll have to find the DVD probably sometime and just get the DVD. Okay, here is I Spit on Your Grave 1 and 2. The original, and then the remake of I Spit on Your Grave. Both those are good, but I do recommend if you do find graphic, because there were some pretty good graphic scenes in this, and I'm not talking about gore, I'm referring to assault and so forth. So if you're not really into that, don't watch them. Same way with I Spit on Your Grave 2. Silent Hill, the first one, really good. But sometimes when they make make movies from video games, a lot of them wind up sucking. And then, like that one did. Silent Hill 2. That one, so-so. The Hills Have Eyes. I'm not usually a big fan of remakes, but The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2, awesome. Really good movies. I recommend those. The Hills Have Eyes are really good. Now, none of these are sequels. I'll make another video of non-sequels, but right now. Okay, here. A Nightmare on Elm Street, the complete original collection, with Robert Englund as Freddy. That's the best. Here's the remake, which it isn't too bad, but still can't beat the classics. Then we don't need this one. And then we have the Chucky, the complete collection, which I love all of them, all the Chucky movies. He just has his own warped sense of humor, so I recommend it. We're almost done, folks. Now, this isn't technically a collection of sequels, but it's a collection of, and that is Alfred Hitchcock. It's got, for example, Psycho and the Birds, Rear Window. If you're into the Alfred Hitchcock classics, get it. This one is one of my babies. It's a Universal Studios Monster Collection. And on the back, you can see it's got Dracula and the Wolfman and a whole bunch of the classic Universal Studios monsters collection. The old black and whiteies, as I like to call them. The best ones. Okay. And then here, this is another one where if you want to watch with your children for Halloween because they want to watch something with monsters or something, you'll be safe to watch. Jurassic Park, the complete anthology. This one I don't recommend letting your children watch. The Alien, all 4 of the collections, and it's got the different versions of the original Alien and so forth. So that one is pretty good. Then the last one, well, I think it's the last one, I'll double check. Friday the 13th, the complete collection. It's in the steel box and stuff. It's got all the Jason Voorhees movies on it. And including the first one, which, everybody, Jason was not in the first movie, so, and I think I am done with all the sequels for Halloween. I do believe. I'm double checking here. Yep. I think I am done. Alright. Well, YouTube, I will make another video later on of some upcoming, some more horror films. I got a lot to cover. So I will talk at you later. Bye.